Unit 2. Money, a short history. Key words: coin, bill, currency, commodity, worth, precious, payment, transaction, mint, value, cash, supply. Money, a short history.
Money, as we know it today, comes in two physical forms, coins and bills, also called currency. Coins are made from metal, and bills are made from paper. Sometimes bills are called paper money. But as we shall see later, money also exists in another way, such as in the form of bank deposits and cryptocurrencies. In earlier days, and even today in some isolated parts of the world, people developed a form of money called commodity money. This was the use of things that by themselves have some value or importance and can be used as a standard measure of exchange. For example, one cow might be worth 20 bags of rice or 30 chickens. Some examples of this kind of money are seashells in New Guinea, rice in Japan, and iron bars in Nigeria. Little by little, people began to use precious metals as a convenient form of commodity money, and gold, silver, and copper eventually became the most commonly used metals. They were useful because they could be carried. They could be split into smaller sizes, and perhaps because of their beauty. They were acceptable as payment for something in many different places. But there were disadvantages. They could be debased. Base metals such as lead and tin could be added to decrease the purity. And it was necessary to weigh the metal each time a transaction was made, and people exchanged the precious metal for goods or services. The solution was to mint coins from the metal. To show and guarantee the value of the coin, symbols of national authority, such as the head of the king, were stamped on the coins. The use of coinage goes back over 2,500 years to the Lydians of Anatolia, now Turkey. And the use of coins in international trade goes back at least to the time of Alexander the Great. All of these early coins shared one feature. The value of the coin was based on the amount of precious metal that it contained. During the 17th century, banknotes first came into use as currency, the beginning of an important development. At first, the banknote was a promise to pay in coin, but the note itself had no actual value. The value of the note was tied to precious metal. This is no longer true, but until early in the 20th century, almost all currencies were tied to gold or silver. The final step in the development of money was reached in the 20th century when we began to think of bank deposits, the amount we have in our checkbooks and savings books, as the same as the cash that we carry in our pockets, purses, and wallets. In fact, in today's world, the major part of the world's supply of money does not exist as coins and bills, but only as numbers on the books of the world's banks. For this reason, it is possible to say that most of the world's money does not exist. Nowadays, a new kind of currency is becoming known and used. The name for the currency is cryptocurrency. There are several different cryptocurrencies, but the best known and most widely used is the Bitcoin. These currencies are significantly different from physical cash or gold or numbers in bank accounts. For one thing, the units, like the Bitcoin, are not in any bank or under the control of any government. Essentially, a transaction with a cryptocurrency is between two peers. For example, if I want to buy or sell something to someone else, it is almost as if the payment is made from one person's hand directly to another person's hand. The two peers may be in two different rooms in the same building, or on two different continents. To learn more about this new thing, look at the website below.